Well,
they're
first of
gonna
all,
come after you.
how
probably.
dirty is that money?
Exactly.
That
So-
money must be dirty.
Where
So
it's in a
that's-
safe. Was it just the safe only in
I
the
believe
storage
so,
unit?
yeah, 'cause
Oh,
it's-
that's got to be something bad.
You're gonna get that handsome
Jamie.
dude that was in the beginning of Ozarks, that handsome Mexican dude. He's just a straight up murderer. He's gonna come visit you.
He'd be like, hello, man.
Yeah, that guy was my favorite. I was so sad when they spoiler alert. So sad when they killed him.
Like the dude from Breaking Bad that comes around.
Yeah, well,
The twins.
But did you see Ozark? You ever see Ozark?
I watched like the first couple episodes and
I fucked it up for you
Yeah.
because there's a pivotal moment that I just gave away.
There's so many shows though.
There are so many shows, but that's a damn good one.
Is it good?
That is a damn good show.
What's the guy who stars in that?
Jason Bateman.
Bateman.
He's excellent. And the woman, Laura
Linney.
Linney, she's amazing.
Yeah.
The family's amazing. The kid's amazing. It's a fucking show, man. It's a show.
It's a show.
You get sucked in, and that Netflix lets you watch them all. Like
Are you
pig.
ready? Listen, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
I asked a lot of people this, and I said this at a Christmas party, and I got with a bunch of hunters, and I got like the stink eye. Like, what's this guy talking
Conservatives?
about? I don't know if that. Maybe I'm just weird. Have you ever seen the movie The Greatest Showman?
Oh, is that the musical?
It is.
I've been forced to watch segments of that with my wife and children.
It is fantastic.
Very good movie.
Hugh Jackman's an angel,
He's an angel.
an Australian angel.
He is. He's sent down here to save us.
Save us. You ever seen him dance and sing?
He's magical.
I'm a hunter. I got a hunting podcast, but I'm telling you.
You're a manly man. Look at that beard.
Yeah, look at this thing. But I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
I listen to it on the Pandora, the Greatest Showman channel, and I sing the tunes.
Listen, dude, my favorite comedy on TV is the unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Okay, so I can't be talking about manly
Lucky
things
for
or
you.
non-manly things. Hugh Jackman announces world tour
What?
set to perform the Greatest Showman songs. He's going to just sing
Look
them.
at him.
One
Look
man
at him.
show, yeah.
Look at him.
Wow,
Joe.
a one-man show. He's a gorgeous man.
He's just, I mean, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But yeah,
we're lucky to have him.
I get made fun of for this. Of course, my son likes it, my wife likes it, but I enjoy. I get into
Wait a
like
minute. Your son, how old is he?
he's 2.
He doesn't know any better.
But he's just like the music.
He's just
dancing
happy
around.
that something's going on.
Yeah, he's just like
Yeah,
that there's something on the
everybody's
TV.
smiling. Yeah.
He's not like he's not writing a critique after.
But if you put on Dora the Explorer and then you switched it over to that bullshit, he'd be like, "Who's this fucking guy dancing?"
no, he
put
would
Dora
be,
back on.
Put Dora.
Yeah.
Listen, I think that I watch if you watch things like Game of Thrones where they are burning children.
Yeah.
And it's entertaining, but sometimes I need a break. I
Yeah.
like to watch a man dance around and sing.
Yeah,
Or
those-
a woman, whatever, doesn't matter.
Those shows can get dark where you're like, what am I doing to myself? You know, like Narcos.
Oh, yeah.
And they would just go into a fucking nightclub and gun people down and
Yes.
just sitting there watching like women and children
Yes.
get smoked.
And it's what's the show with Anthony Hopkins on HBO? What's that? With
I
the
haven't seen
robots?
that one. Westworld.
Westworld.
Oh, yeah.
That's the same
dark.
way.
Yeah, it's dark.
They're shooting kids on there. Like, well, the kid's a robot. We can just pop.
Yeah, they shot one right in the face.
It's dark.
You
So
see,
every
like,
once
the
in a while,
metal
you need to
his-
sprinkle a little bit of musical in your life, I believe.
Yeah. What is that? Do you think? And here's coming from a person that's been on a bunch of life-changing experiences, and I know you have. And
Sure.
I want to talk to you about some of them.
Yes.
Especially the one in Nepal where you almost died and you saw children and wolves. walking
Babies.
through-
Saw
We
that.
talked about that on
The last podcast, but it's probably it
Yeah.
would be worth revisiting.
What do you think this is? Like, why are we so obsessed with life or death drama that's artificial?
Well, you see it like in the show Westworld. They talk about like it being a game.
Yeah.
It being this game of excess. Like, what can't I do in my real life?
Right.
Yeah, so when you watch TV and you watch murdering and you watch this evil thing come to life, it really is something that you can be transported. You can't do that in your regular life.
Well, for sure with Westworld, what you're getting is basically a real live version of that Red Dead Redemption.
yes, right.
So when you play that, we were talking about the other day how this guy got in trouble because they have all these things in the game that you can do to people. And this guy like tied this hooker up and threw her off a cliff and shit. And
It's dark.
You could do whatever you want, but they were filming this stuff and putting it on YouTube. And then YouTube would get mad, and YouTube pulled them off. But then people were like, "Well, wait a minute, though. Why? How come you can just do it? Like, why'd you have that in the game?"
But when my dad was my age, 30, 40 years ago, they would never have ever
No, there's nothing.
done anything like Game of Thrones or Westworld.
Yeah.
Ever. In fact, there was a Westworld, and it wasn't anywhere near like it is
Yul
in the
Brynner.
modern day.
Good movie.
Yeah. But like I think we've just stretched out the limits to which we're willing to explore like really terrible and evil things for entertainment.
we've definitely changed what we're willing to accept and where the bar is. In terms of quality, the bar's through the roof.
Through the roof. It's immersive to the point where you can't even explain what you're experiencing when you're watching these shows.
Yeah, so like if you go and you see some great comedy from the 1990s, like watch a Dave Chappelle or Chris Rock special from the 90s, that holds up 100%. And
Seinfeld holds up.
But what I'm saying is, like, if that was out today, it would be a 100% stand-up special. People be like, oh, you see the new Chris Rock, Bigger and Blacker? It's fucking amazing. But if you tried to put some bullshit-ass 1990s TV show on Netflix, if you tried to, like, finagle some CSI Miami type shit, you know what I mean? Some nonsense. I don't know if CSI Miami, is that even a show? Is that a real show?
Yeah, it's a show.
There's a CSI Miami?
There is. There's several.
Guessed.
There's many CSIs.
I guessed.
But we've
Law and Order.
Law and Order. There's so many of those, but we've expanded our willingness to like explore things that are. I mean, Game of Thrones, for example, is one of the best shows ever created, in my opinion.
For sure.
But it explores some unthinkable things.
Awful things.
Awful things.
Well, it's the whole show. Spoiler alert. Is around a brother and sister who fucked and had a whole family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it explores these things that we would never even touch upon in our media in the 50s, 60s, even the 70s. We wouldn't be touching upon those things in the way that we do now.
No, not only that, but here's the thing. Law and Order is not a bad show. Like, if you watch it, you'll be entertained.
No, it's
so
not.
What happened? Why did we go not good enough? Like, what was it? Was it
Man,
is that what we did? Did they go not good enough, or was it like porn? Like, if you watch porn, okay, and you watch some porn from the 1980s, and then you flip through like YouPorn, not that I would ever do that, but if you did do that and looked at all the different categories, you'd be like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
Like, why is gagging something people are looking for? It's not an accident. It's like a category.
We've expanded our ability to conceive of things.
Yes.
In a media space where you can create dragons that breathe ice. You can create. Yeah. There's things you can be transported. Like, listen, this isn't real, so I can do this. Right. I can have this scene of rape or infidelity or incest that seems it's appropriate to me only in this fantasy world. Man, sometimes I get down on that stuff. Like, you watch enough of it, you're just like, I need a musical. I need to be inspired that life is grand, and that's how I feel about it, man. And sometimes it comes across and like, this dude watches musicals, but I do for a little bit of a break.
There's nothing wrong with it. What I'm weirded out about is this natural human inclination towards progression in everything, good or bad, is that things just keep ramping up.
Well, but we're progressing with our storylines for like humanity in a weird way in media, but we're also like suppressing a lot of we're trying to suppress through social justice a lot of the same things, right?
Well, some people are, but I think it's a small, very vocal minority. I think in reality, there's the vast majority of people who find out about said suppression are upset by it. And they're like, what in the fuck are you talking about with this safe spaces and all this nonsense? Most people that hear that stuff are going, oh, this is just nonsense by a few like really loud activist types.
Yeah, like even on my podcast, it's something like as serious as hunting is, because you're killing stuff. Like, that's you're going out into the world and plucking something that you didn't put there. Like, you're taking it away. But like, I think the core of what I think you do well and what I think others should try to do is like ask why. Why are we willing to? Why is Game of Thrones the most watched show that's on?
Right.
Why? I can't answer that question, but it's a conversation.
Because it's so fictitious, right? It's so obviously fiction. Yeah. You're living in this fictional world. You have fictional White Walkers. You have dragons. You have people that can survive in fire.
Yeah,
it's
but
like, it's
there's
so
parallels
crazy.
to real life, and then these ridiculous fantasies, but then these parallels to real life that travel along the same path. And like, you don't get to choose between the dragons and the incest. They're both there at the same time.
I think it fulfills a lot of like base needs, but it does so in this way that's obviously false.
Yeah.
It's like, why are superheroes so huge to us? If you stop and think about the number of blockbusters that are superhero movies, that are comic book movies.
They're coming out like once every couple of months now.
It's crazy. That was a rare beast when I was a kid. When I was a kid, if there was a Hulk movie, I would have jumped for joy. There was no goddamn Spider-Man movie when I was a kid. There was a TV show and it sucked, okay? It was a goddamn cartoon TV show. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size. Catches thieves just like flies. Look out. Shh. Here comes a Spider-Man. It was terrible.
Yep.
And I used to get up early to watch it because I was a huge comic book nerd.
You've watched the Lou Ferrigno Hulk, right?
Fuck yeah, I watched it.
That was a little bit. I mean, like, you watched the Batman with Adam West.
Yeah.
You watch him now and you're like, what is happening here?
So they came out with Superman. He was like the first movies. What is this, a Spider-Man TV show? Mm-hmm. Wow, that's another TV show.
What's that guy in the back? What's that guy in the background doing?
Who's that guy?
He don't look like he's doing anything good.
He's got a wooden stick. He needs to know those shits are just.
He needs to know that Spider-Man can shoot webs out of his hands, and that wooden stick's probably not going to do much.
Then Spider-Man sort of changed his ability, right? Because what he used to be able to do, like now, he could just basically fly. I mean, just hurls himself through the air and sticks to buildings. You know, it used to be a little harder to swing around back then.
He's like, let me drop my backpack full of textbooks.
Yeah,
get to it.
But there was no Spider-Man movies when I was a kid, and there was a Superman movie, and the Superman movie beget the Batman movie. Batman movie came out, Michael Keaton. It was a big success. People were shocked that Michael Keaton was Batman, but it worked.
Was that like Danny DeVito was the Penguin?
Yeah. Everybody got a shot at Batman.